breaking news update. We're looking at your responses live, and we will take some of your responses live. And as the show progresses, you can cue your take and tell us what you think of these videos that are emerging from Afghanistan of thousands of people, thousands of them on the streets fighting for freedom, fighting for their rights, women who are pushing back Taliban terrorists, and journalists who are being abducted and being resorted to mass lashings, attacks. And here is the breaking news update on the show. A new video that's coming from Herat in Afghanistan. Let's play out the full video that shows a photojournalist being abducted. A photojournalist who was abducted because he was filming a protest live. That's the video coming in from Herat, playing out the full video now. Major General J.D. Bakshi joining us on the phone line as we get you this video. General Bakshi, that was a video of the Taliban abducting a photojournalist who was simply recording the events that are unfolding on the streets of Afghanistan. We've been looking at pictures of how journalists have been abducted, thrashed in the last few days.
Niranjan, you know, the simple fact is that these journalists are conveying to the whole world the truth and reality of this Taliban so-called government, which is little more than a crime syndicate of drug lords and terrorists, the epitome of a narco-terror state. This is utterly amazing. You know, there are sections in the US media and American official statements that, the Taliban is being very practical and responsible. They have helped evacuation of our citizens and American citizens from Afghanistan, so they are very good. I'm afraid these journalists on ground are risking their life and limb, risking torture to bring the truth and reality from Afghanistan. The simple fact is, Niranjan, that when Lieutenant General Hamid, the Director General ISI, went there, he went there to tell the Haqqani group, which is owned by Pakistan, that be brutal, snuff out all resistance. You know how to do it. This is exactly what had happened, Niranjan, in 1971 March, when the Pakistan Army under Lieutenant General Tikka Khan had brutally suppressed the uprising in Bangladesh. Brutally suppressed. That was called Operation Searchlight. Under that, they killed 3 billion Bengalis, raped 1 billion Bengali women, the army, and then sent 10 million refugees into India to torpedo our economy. 8 months down the line, Niranjan, Pakistan had broken into two. So, all this brutality business which the Pakistani army excels at, and which it is trying to get done through the agency of the Haqqani group, and they use the Haqqani group, Niranjan, to beat up the Prime Minister designate of Afghanistan, Mullah Baradar, has been beaten on the instruction of Director General ISI. So we now know that this is nothing more than an abject colony of Pakistan. Pakistan is introducing its own currency. So if you had any doubts on whether this is a free country or, a total, a pathetic colony of a Pakistan which is itself bankrupt, and it wants to introduce the Pakistani rupiah instead of the American dollar. The simple fact is, can I share one very major thing with you?
Yeah.
The Turks are muscling into Afghanistan in a big way. All these projects that the Chinese want to do from there, build the Silk Route, build a corridor through Central Asia to Europe. The Turks also want to do. And the Turks are telling the Americans that we will do it, and if the Turks do it, they'll definitely see that, Xinjiang burns. They are totally for the Turkoman, the Turkic people, the East Turkestan movement in Xinjiang. You see the whole thing falling into place now. The Chinese and the American-Turkish complex is vying for who will build the trade routes, who will build the connectivity out of there. The Belt Road Initiative of China, or will it be the U.S. Turkic, design? And Pakistan has just double-crossed the United States. It is now planning to double-cross China. It's so-called patron.
Yeah.
This is an amazing country.
Absolutely.
Amazing. And how it gets away with it, how the rest of the world lumps these shenanigans, is something that totally mystifies.
Jal Bakshi, there are two more videos. I just want to play those videos out as well. One video is of how the Taliban leader, they're assaulting journalists, right?